I ate some really good strawberries and cream sourdough right before I filmed. And I don't even like sourdough, but I ate it and then just sat down and filmed and didn't realize that there was jam on my face. So there's going to go ahead and be shit on my face the entire video. If I see any comments about the jam or the wallpaper, I swear to God. Hello, my friends, foes, family, enemies. So good to see you back on the channel. I'm going to be watching episodes 4, 5, and 6 of Men Wasting Time. I mean, Love is Blind. Season 8. Can you believe they've made it to 8 seasons? They pump these seasons out every few months because they know the inevitable crash and burn of this show is coming up quick. I'm going to power run through these episodes because they pissed me off so much. I already have a headache. I didn't even give them a love background. We don't get a love background in this video, okay? We're doing fish. I'll also, at the end of this video, let you know my predictions on who I think, based off the first 6 episodes, who's going to get married and who won't. Ooh. Episode 4. So episode 4 starts off with Sarah and Ben. Ben says that he loves Sarah. He tries to throw it in all coy, like, I love you. Oh my gosh, did I just say that? And it's cute. They're having a good moment. And then she has to ruin it again by making him open his mouth on politics and social issues. And it makes him look like, well, an ignorant, privileged man. I'm just saying. She's like, listen, I really don't know if I could be with someone that is so ignorant to these issues. They're very important to me. And he's like, no, babe, listen, I'll do it. And don't even try to teach me. Don't even lend me a history book. I'm gonna figure these things out on my own. I got it. I swear. Dude, I'm gonna go to a protest. Any of them. And, for me, that would be the ender right there. No matter how much I liked someone, if their values didn't align with me, if they didn't feel already importance of an issue at their old age, I'm not gonna convince you. It's kind of a double-edged sword. Because, I get it. For some people, if they don't have a close attachment or can relate to what's going on, it's hard for them to feel involved. So I guess any way of them getting involved in social issues is good. Oh, Mason and Madison. So in this episode, Mason says explicitly that he is committing to Madison.
I am committed to you.
He says it with confidence. He says it like he means it. And I don't know, the things that he's going to say later on, it's like, Mason, dude, you have cameras and a microphone, right? Oh, that's what's happening. My wallpaper's falling off. That's what that noise is. If you see my wallpaper slowly peel off my wall, no, you don't. No, you don't. And Madison, we can tell at this point, already kind of has made up in her mind that she's going to go with Alex. So when he's like, I'm fully committing to you. This is me committing to you. She's like, thank you. Now let's move on to Meg and Mason. I was already on the fence about Mason. I'm like, he's kind of, the way he's trying to play it, like he's trying to hold on to both of them. He really makes it seem like there's a chance that he could propose to 2 people. That's kind of how he's playing it. I don't think he realizes at the end of this he has to make a choice. And this is a date after he tells Madison he is committed to her. So you would think that he's going to go in here and maybe break it off with Meg. But no, instead he comes in and tells her there is no one that he talks to like he talks to Meg. There's no one that he can have conversations like with her that makes him feel like this, like she does. So, okay, let me get this straight. So the girl you're committing to, that you want to move further with in this process, the girl that you are potentially going to propose to, is not the same girl that you had the most in-depth, meaningful, connective conversations with. Interesting. I guess then what are your criteria for a fiance? Cream pies? Oh, I think we're getting down to the root. Actually, no, because Meg's kind of freakier than Madison. What is it about Madison? I'll tell you why I think Mason went hard after Madison and Dave went after Lauren. I think it's for the same reason, but in kind of opposite sides of the coin. I'll explain when I get to Dave. Again, at this point in the episodes, I was like, why doesn't my TV have a setting where I can watch this at double speed? Madison and Alex. So this is a good episode for Madison and Alex. Again, they do so much talking and say nothing all at the same time. But this is the episode where we see them officially become boyfriend and girlfriend. My cat is going feral. Sorry, my camera angle keeps changing. My cats are about to knock over my camera. Come to the time in the episode where I feel so proven right about what I said about Devin in my predictions. I think Devin gave me big bum vibes. And I think he's gonna be a main guy. I do think he's gonna like sweet talk his way into connecting with a few girls. Absolute bum behavior. He's gonna be like, hey, can you drive me to my boy's house? But I do think she's gonna get played by a bum on the show. Maybe Devin. So Devin explains to Brittany how he had a lot of pain after a fall in basketball, and he eventually ended up becoming addicted to ibuprofen. I've never heard of that, and I'm not saying he's lying. And Brittany's amazing with this. She's so understanding. She's so empathetic. She cries, and she's like, this is, we all go through things in life, and you've come out on the other side, and you're a better person for it. And you're gonna go through more things in your life. Like, things that change you are gonna happen all the time. And I'm so glad you made it through that and that you're here today. So a few dates after this, we see Brittany and Devin again, and Brittany thinks, well, we had a really good conversation earlier. He confided something that was hard for him to talk about in me, and I was there for him, and I was empathetic and understanding. Okay, I feel like now I can tell him something that's a little hard for me to talk about, and he's gonna reciprocate that respect and understanding and sympathy and support. Not Devin. No. Mr. Waste your fucking time. Brittany explains to Devin that she has previously been in relationships with women along with men. She made it sound like it's more of like a dating, like casual dating, hooking up type thing. She said she's not able to see herself marrying a woman. She said she only sees herself marrying a man, and if she's with Devin or whatever partner, she wants to be monogamous. She has no interest in seeing another person while she's in a relationship. But Devin, you can see immediately, is out. The second that she was like, I get down with ladies sometimes, he was like, ew. And it's just like, you could tell, he kept asking these questions like, but you're not still attracted to women, right? Like, but wait, you still, so you want to get married to a man, but you're like not, right? Like, you don't find women attractive and you wouldn't like date them again, right? And she's like, no, that's not how, it's not how sexuality works. You kind of are just attracted to who you're attracted to, but I want to be monogamous. I don't think you're hearing that part.
You still have interest in women or no?
I don't know. I just feel like if you have the attraction to the woman, I don't know if you're saying that you're not interested anymore. I don't know if you, like, is that how you're feeling? Like you're not interested in women anymore, or do you feel like you still are?
No, I feel like the person that I'm with is the person that I'm with. I've always been monogamous, right?
Okay.
So,
and for her, I don't know. I don't know if she did say she grew up religious, so I don't know if she's like denying that side of her more, like saying she would never marry a man because it's okay if I, date women and hook up with women, but as long as I get, the right marriage in the eyes of God, then it's fine. I don't know if it's that she is suppressing her true sexuality or suppressing how much she's willing to invest in women, or if it's a thing of some people are sexually attracted to some people and not others, and or romantically attracted to people and not others. So she may be sexually attracted to women, but not romantically. But Devin's a fucking loser for reacting how he did. Sorry. No, I'm not. Fuck that guy. You're a loser, Devin. You fumbled so fucking hard. Brittany rules, dude. Anyways, Devin and Virginia. Guys, 4 episodes in, and I mean, I don't know much about Virginia. I don't know anything about Virginia. How do we see so many instances of them talking, and what are they saying? Nothing. They say nothing. Devin tries to get her to open up and talk about things, but she's like, I'm shy. And he's like, girl, we're about to get married. Like, you gotta be You gotta come out of your shell at some point, right? I will say 1 point for Devin. His clothes look very comfy. That's all I'm gonna give him. He gets 1 point, nothing else. Devin also tells Virginia about the pill addiction he had. Again, she's very empathetic and understanding and supports him. Daniel and Taylor. Taylor tells Daniel how her dad is sick and how she was worried coming on the show that something would happen to him, but she's reassuring herself and her mom's reassuring her that everything's gonna be fine. And Daniel's also very empathetic and understanding and even lets her know, hey, if something were to happen and you need to go see your dad and don't have time to tell me, that's okay. I'll find you on the outside. Maybe follow her on the outside? Yeah. They talk more. Talk. Whatever. Dave and Molly. They talk again. This episode is so unnecessary. Dave tells Molly she was his number one day one.
Honestly, like, you were my number one after the first day.
And she still feels like his number one. He said that. It's on camera. Dave and Lauren. Lauren's losing her mind. Lauren is crashing out. She's like, she's trying to date the man that I love, and who's delusional. I can tell you it's you. Lauren also thinks Molly is being manipulative, trying to like say things intentionally around Lauren about Dave to get under her skin. But Molly really still at this point does not know that Lauren is Dave's other interest. So when we see Dave and Lauren in the pods again, Dave gets mad that he got caught telling Molly that she's his number one. He's like, I don't know why she said that. I didn't say that. Dave, there are cameras. Dave, there are microphones. We have memory. There is a memory card in the camera, Dave. We are capturing this. Episode 5. Dave and Lauren. Dave somehow skirts around completely answering the question of if he said Molly was his number one or not. Just completely avoids it and somehow is able to move on from that. And Lauren's like, okay. Girl, I think Dave wants Lauren because he wants to win. He wants to win in his mind. Lauren is a little bit harder for him to catch. He likes the chase. Molly's kind of been there for him the whole time. She's been easygoing. She's like, yeah, no, choose me or choose her. It's not really a big deal. Whereas Lauren is putting on more pressure. So it feels more like a challenge to Dave. And I think because Molly was so laid back and chill about things that he said, oh, she's easy. She's in the pocket. She's there if I choose her. Where Lauren's the real challenge. If I can win over Lauren, that proves something about me to me. Dave's wearing Lululemon slides? Just pointing that out. Again, Dave's worried about his sister's approval. Very odd to be in your 30s worrying about your sister's approval for something. Dave proposes. She says yes. Grand. Devin and Britt finally break up. They should have broken up last episode. Why are we here on episode 5? But Brittany comes in and she's like, hey, didn't love how you responded to what I said the other day. I don't think we're a good pair for each other. And he's like, oh, I thought I was going to break up with you. They end as friends. Good for them. Devin and Virginia, they get engaged. I don't care about this couple. I'm sorry. I don't like Devin. And Virginia's got as much personality as a wet blanket. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. Ben and Sarah meet. It's cute. They get along very well. They're a cute looking couple together. Sarah does say that Ben is her twin flame. Sarah? Hey, whoa. Chill out. Dave and Molly. Dave shows up to his date looking like a divorced alcoholic father. He comes in, he's trying to get sympathy from Molly. He's like, I've been crying all day. And she so gently, the way the women this season are so gently, they gentle parent these men in this season. She basically holds his hand and is like, okay, do you want to be with me or Lauren? He's like, I did that. And she's like, just me. Okay, ready? Me, Lauren. Which one do you want? She's so mature about it. He's like, why are you so cool, man? She's like, because I'm fucking 30. Anyways, good for her. Very happy for her to be like, hey, buddy, it's not, I'm not hurting that bad over this. I'll go out into the real world. And I'll be partying up, showing off my ass tat in no time. It's fine, you know? I also appreciate that later, Molly and Lauren talk, and they kind of clear the air and everything. And Molly cries during this, seeming truly more like the idea of Lauren being mad at her hurt her more than Dave breaking up with her. Good for her. Daniel and Taylor. This is another useless episode. They talk about how much they love Christmas. They discuss their insecurities. Taylor feels like she doesn't love her body. Daniel is short. Daniel also asks what her Instagram handle is, which is interesting. Just something to point out. Madison and Mason. Madison walks into the pod, and there on the table is a cream pie. And then she dumps him, and it's pretty funny. He's trying to be cute, give her a fucking cream pie, then she dumped him. Later, Madison and Meg talk about how they think Mason has been playing them both this whole time, telling them the same thing, telling them what they want to hear, to just string them both along. And they have. And even Meg is like, yeah, I don't like that. And when Meg learns about Madison breaking up with Mason, she's like, well, now I'll never know if I was his first or second choice, because of course he's going to pick me now, so he doesn't leave alone, but I'll never know if it was truly me. And so when Meg goes into her date with Mason, she tells him that. She says, hey, I know you said you committed to Madison. And he's like, I didn't mean it, man. I was lying. Like, I wasn't lying, but I was, like, confused. And she's like, right. So she breaks up with him. And I kind of thought maybe Meg would go along with it and just be fine with being number 2, like a lot of the women on this show are. And she wasn't. Fucking good for Meg. Meg and Molly are kind of the underdog heroes of this season. Thank God, episode 6. Dear, whew, it's been a long road to get here. Jesus Christ. Meg dumps Mason. The women are so gentle with these bum-ass dudes. Devin, Dave, Mason, the way they hold their hands to let them down so gently. They should bring down the fucking hammer. Sledgehammer. Daniel and Taylor. Daniel proposes to Taylor. Great. Great. They meet. It seems okay. It's a little, it's honestly, I think, an honest reaction where you're just kind of like, oh, okay, you're trying to put the face to the voice and the mannerisms, and it's an okay meeting. They seem like they're at the least friendly. But afterwards, Taylor cannot shake this feeling that she thinks Daniel used to follow her on Instagram, somehow figured out she was on Love is Blind, and used what he saw on her Instagram to win her over. I don't really see how that's logistically possible, but she thinks it is, and we end on a bit of a cliffhanger, not knowing one way or another if he actually previously knew her from Instagram. Dave and Lauren, they meet. I don't think she likes him, but I do think she has dug herself in such a hole now that she's going to do her best to get to the end of this, because she's like, well, I guess this is what I wanted, Lauren does not make a single compliment to this man. She just keeps saying that it's weird, it's strange, they feel like strangers. She does not give him a single compliment. Devin and Virginia, they get engaged, they meet. Virginia does not like this man. She is not attracted to this man. The whole time she's going, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The whole meeting. That's it. They're not going to make it. I'll give you that prediction now. They're not getting married. Alex and Madison. Guys, they break up. And I'll give it to Alex. I could tell it was hard for him. He didn't want to. But in a conversation where they talk about what happened with Mason and Madison, Alex tries to do this thing where I think because he likes Madison and he's friends with Mason, he tries to ride the fence on the issue.
I get that you're understanding, but I almost feel invalidated in that.
You're completely valid. I also think he's completely valid, and I
He's completely valid in saying that he's committed to me and then taking it back.
Hi everyone, just want to let you know this is my second day of filming this video because again, technical difficulties have me pulling my hair out. Do not! Guys, it's been a rough few weeks. Please don't comment on the wallpaper. I didn't even set up my actual camera. I'm filming this on my phone. That's how lazy I'm being about the second part of the video. I just want to get the video out. Anyways. Alex is doing this weird fence-sitting thing where I don't know if it's because he's trying to come off as the good guy on TV. I don't know, maybe he really does see both sides of Madison and Mason's viewpoints. But this is a poor time to do that. This is a poor time to tell Madison that you see it both ways. She's clearly still hot off from how Mason made her feel. She's still feeling emotional from what just happened. There's a way to do it, but immediately after she has just expressed to you how much Mason hurt her, maybe not a good time to be like, can I be devil's advocate for a minute? Alex, my guy. But he does that, and immediately we see what Madison was talking about. We see the shutdown. She goes into like robot mode. The emotions just drain. And she's sitting there and she's like tapping her glass. And he's like, hey, I hear the tapping, or you sound upset. And she's like, mm-hmm. And he continues to try to talk about it. And she's like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. He's like, okay. In 20 years from now, like on Christmas. And she just can't. She's done. She's shut down. This Alex recognizes in that moment, yeah, this is kind of how I thought it would go when we came into conflict. I'm trying to fix, and you're shutting down, and this isn't going to work. And they break it off. Well, Alex breaks it off with her. And it's sad. But would they have worked out realistically with this dynamic? No. I mean, they could have. I mean, I maybe would have lied just so I could go on a vacation to Honduras, but he's better than me, you know? And that is the end of episodes 4, 5, and 6. I'm really going to try to pump out the next 3 episodes, 7, 8, and 9, and have those posted soon, so please come back for those. My predictions on who I think is going to get married based on just these first 6 episodes. I think Taylor and Daniel, no. Virginia and Devin, no. Joey and Monica, yes. Ben and Sarah, yes. Dave and Lauren, they're not a good couple, but there's always usually one that you go, please don't get married, and they get married. So I think that's going to be them. So I think Dave and Lauren will also get married. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Again, I'm going to try to have the next 3 episodes out soon, so you can come back and watch those. Please! The season has been quite disappointing. I hope things get a little more exciting. It's a bit of a snooze fest right now. Also, it almost feels like intentionally racist how many white people are on the show. Like, there's always been predominantly white people. Holy shit. Did they know about Trump's DEI ban going into this? And they were like, hey, gotta follow the law. What time is it? Mailman must be here. The dogs are barking. Okay, anyways, see you in the next video. Bye-bye!